Hello and welcome to the United Forum. This is your latest Manchester United news, transfer news, Manchester United updates, and your opportunity to voice your opinion out. A few issues on the first day, on the first show, but fingers crossed, hopefully things are much better this time and we have a good show. And hopefully, I am able to end this show on a good note as well, since I couldn't end the show last time. Just one comment. Sorry, I did not do the right thing there. Give me a minute. Nope, I can't do that yet. No, so there was this one chat on the live forum. I tried to get that on the screen, which I'm quite not able to do. But if you guys don't know how to do it, just send that on the live chat. Please excuse me. So to start off, I've got bad news and I've also got good news. The good news is that Jadon Sancho is available for the match against Leeds tomorrow, and the bad news is that Rafael Varane is not available for the Leeds game on Saturday, which is a huge concern. Do give me a minute. Let me just share the link to my handful of fans so that they do know I'm live at the moment. Sharing that, and yes, I do have to update my Twitter feed. I did not share this early on because last time around I had a few issues with the internet and I took time to start the show off, but yesterday things are much better. So let me just update my Twitter feed on that as well. Please do bear with me. Really sorry about this. I'm live for the second show. Always pre-match press conference. Oh boy, conference. Tune in and share your thoughts. That is that then. I did make a spelling mistake, of course. Have to correct that now. Oh dear. I am. Yeah. So that's that. Yes, once again, welcome to the United Forum. No disturbances. Now to start off, Rafael Varane. Let me tell you about Rafael Varane. In fact, so Varane, this is what Solskjaer, and I'm sorry, this is not what Solskjaer said, but Varane has not trained with Manchester United and therefore won't be available for the Leeds game, like I told you. So yes, a huge concern for us. We are back with Lindelof and Harry Maguire for the first game, which gives us further concerns. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer going to play McTominay and Fred at that midfield pivot in order to protect Lindelof and Maguire? This is because Varane is not available. And yes, if you ask me why Varane is not available, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say is that isolation has been a problem, which I'm not quite sure of. I really don't think that isolation is a problem, and it is why Varane is unavailable for the match on Saturday against Leeds United. Because Varane did his medical on Tuesday. He finished it on Wednesday morning. So Manchester United, also adding to that, Manchester United couldn't officially announce Rafael Varane, which makes it another factor in him not being available for the Leeds game. Now, like I told you, on Tuesday, he started his medical on Tuesday, finished it on Wednesday morning. So you had Wednesday evening, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday. Almost 2.5 days there to get the contract signed, do the needful, sign Rafael Varane officially, announce it, and get him ready for that Leeds game. Yes, a few concerns on training, but I think Rafael Varane is capable. and he has been doing a few personal training at his home garden. If you have seen his stories, so I'm not quite sure if it is really the problem. If isolation was really the problem, because at the press conference, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did look frustrated. He did not look quite happy about the Rafael Varane situation. So I'm really concerned about that. I think there is something behind the scenes happening about this Rafael Varane deal. It surely can't be isolation. Like I told you, he did his medical on Tuesday, finished it on Wednesday, and I think he finished yeah, and it's been 2.5 days since he finished his isolation. So yes, isolation can't be a problem. I really don't think isolation was the problem. There is some other issue. In my opinion, there is some other issue going on with this deal. I'm really finding a way to put my comments on the screen, but I really don't know how to do that. If you guys have got any idea on how I could do that, do send in the instructions on the comment if you are live watching this live on the live chat as well. Moving on, Jadon Sancho is available for the Manchester United match against Leeds on Saturday. Like I said you earlier, Sancho is available, but Solskjaer said he is not going to say anything about Jadon Sancho starting or not. So yes, we are still not sure if Sancho will start on Saturday against Leeds. Hopefully he starts. Listen, it's a new season. We've got two superb signings, in my opinion. The fans out there are waiting to see these two players get on that field. They need that. They need something new this season. We've watched Manchester United play last season. It was a decent squad. We had a good season. People expected top four, but we got second. So yes, congratulations to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for going beyond expectation and getting that second place. During Alex Ferguson's time, we all knew that being a champion is our number one priority, and being second is failure. There were a few questions from a few journalists also on the title challenge on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference. And at the beginning, I'm really sorry, I did forget to say you that this show is on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pre-match press conference against Leeds United. So a reminder on that. Getting back to Sancho being involved on the first game against Leeds United, I really hope he starts. Give me a second. My notifications are up. It's a bit of a disturbance. Yeah, I do hope that he starts the Leeds game because, like I said, the fans need something new. We know that we've got two good signings in Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. We need a new face to be seen on that pitch. If you did not know, yes, the fans are back at Old Trafford. The grounds, in fact, are allowed to have a full capacity crowd starting from the first match of the Premier League. So yes, we've got fans, 75,000 if I'm not wrong. Depends on how many appear on that stadium, actually. So yes, we've got fans back. The fans want something new to watch. Like I told, they need a new face. Jadon Sancho is the man. Hopefully Solskjaer starts him. We need someone creative. Rashford's injured. Cavani is not available, which is another thing I have to say. Cavani is not available because he had extended his holiday and therefore he won't be available for the Leeds game. Cavani is not available. Rashford's unavailable. So yes, we need Sancho. Martial has not been up to the mark. If you did watch the preseason game against Everton, so yes, we need Sancho on that starting lineup. So hopefully Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does start Jadon Sancho. And to move on about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, listen, I'm really going fast on this show today because I really don't want any sort of inconvenience caused. Yes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was asked the question. This was by Andy Mitten. Is this team now a title challenger? Considering you said you needed a few players. And Solskjaer's reply was quite good. I quite liked it. And his reply was, we've gradually closed the gap from those ahead of us. Nothing is beyond this squad. We need a bit of a look. It's about fine margins. Solskjaer and fine margins all the time, isn't it? It's about being there in April and May. The first game is huge, and we will review where we are at the international break, which I think is quite a good reply by Solskjaer. Like he said, yes, we have closed the gap from those ahead of us. I think our strength, is our starting 11 depth. We haven't got, I wouldn't say the quality of Manchester City and Chelsea. We've some way or the other we've closed the gap from those ahead of us. Like Solskjaer said, nothing is beyond this squad. Blah blah blah. It's about being there in April and May. So yes, his plan is to be there during that. Uh, if it is a title race, Solskjaer, he wants to be there during April and May. And what he said here, the first game is huge. It is true. I really like what he said there because the first game really matters. Listen, I know it's 38 games and we've got 38 games to get to that title, but really, that first game is the game that sets the tone, that sets the mood for the players, for the fan, for everyone out there. That first game is really important. I'm repeating that again and again. It is really, really important for Manchester United. It sets the tone, a winning run, a winning first game gives you that motivation. You are happy. It's a happy camp for the second game. You lose, it's a dull camp, it's a sad camp, people having doubts, blah, blah, blah. A lot of things could happen. Solskjaer was also asked about Paul Pogba, which I know most of you guys were waiting for and needed an update. So here it is. What Solskjaer did say about Pogba is that Pogba is a media magnet, which is very true. At the moment, he is a United player. He has another year in his contract. That's the situation. Pogba knows what Manchester United want. Listen about Paul Pogba, what I think. Listen, like I said in the first show, football is about opinion. My opinion differs from yours. Yours may differ from another. Do send in your opinions on this live chat. And yes, do send in your opinions on the live chat. And yes, I'll take them into consideration and have a discussion on them as well. So, like I said, what Solskjaer said about Pogba is a media magnet. At the moment, he is a United player. He has another year in his contract. That's the situation. Pogba knows what United want. What I really think about Paul Pogba is that I feel that he'll run down his contract if it's a big if we don't get any silverware this season. Like I said in the first show, Manchester United needs silverware. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs silverware. Silverware will attract players and will keep players as well, and especially Paul Pogba. I think Pogba will run down his contract if we don't get any silverware, if we don't have a positive season. I think what will keep Pogba in the future at Manchester United is a trophy, and that too a major one, maybe a Champions League, an FA Cup. You never know. It's about Pogba, and if we don't, just in case we don't win a trophy, I think Pogba will move on from Manchester United. He'll have a lot of options. He is a free agent next year, so he's got a lot of options. PSG were interested this year, but unfortunately, they say they are not going to pursue that deal this summer. He's got Real Madrid in his list of options. He's got Juventus. Abdul Khalik says Pogba to PSG on the winter break. What say? It's really difficult to say because PSG has got Messi. They won't pursue for a deal this summer. Not sure about winter. It's really up to Pogba and the financial situation of the other clubs. Fans are back, so yes, you've got that cash. You get the t-shirt sales. Really depends on the financial situation of the club, but you barely see a player moving on the January transfer window to another club. That too, the context of Pogba. Pogba's contract will be active during the winter break, so yes, he will have to go for a fee. I think the asking fee is 60 million. I heard it was 90, 60. I'm not quite sure about that. But yes, he will have to go for a fee. If he does wait till next summer, he is on a free. And yes, so that way he's got a lot of options. Whereas if he has to move on winter, he'll have to go to the team which bids for him. That will be his only option and his liking. If he likes to go there, yes, he can. If he does not want to, he'll reject. He'll say, no, I would stay at Manchester United and leave on a free with the options I've got on next summer. Solskjaer, yes, before I move on, Solskjaer did give an update on Martial as well. A few questions were asked on Martial. If we'll move on, specific question is if Martial will move on from Manchester United this summer. What do you think about the transfer rumors about Martial? That was the question, somewhat. That was the question, but it was mainly focused on Martial's rumors of leaving Manchester United. But what Solskjaer did say was, once again, Martial's determined in relationship. Martial's determined in relationship transfers. I'm not surprised. Other clubs want him. It's not that we want to sell him. He is a United player and he's up for the challenge, and he has proven doubters wrong before, which actually gives us signs that Solskjaer is a Martial favorite kind of guy. He kind of likes Martial, which I think is a good thing. I think Martial is a super player. Yes, he had a bad last season. He had a bad season last season. Bit of a mix up there. He did have a bad season last season, dodgy season. Really, he was not up to expectations. And yes, he had that injury which kept him out for more than 5 months. He's back this season. What I tell you, Manchester United fans out there, is don't expect a lot from Martial as soon as the season starts. If you did watch the Everton game, the preseason friendly, Martial did play and he did look like a player who has been out for more than 5 months. He was not up to there. He was not the Martial we know. So yes, he'll take his time, but he'll get there. Be patient. 38 games. Martial is going to be there. Hopefully another injury does not become a hindrance for him again. Hopefully Martial will get there and get back to expectations. Abdul Khalik says again, is bald Martial gonna bring bald Rooney vibes? I think he'll bring better vibes. You never know, actually. Really, I'm not quite sure. But yes, he has got that bald haircut. He looks more sharp now, He's got those funny eyebrows, which makes him look like Red on Angry Birds. But yes, Martial is a great player. That bald haircut of his, my brain, the bald Rooney in him. You never know. Maybe someone even better. Moving on, let's get back to Solskjaer. He spoke about fans and what an important role the fans play. He says that fans play a big role, and I think we drew a few games yesterday. I'm not quite last season, in fact. I think it was that Chelsea game and Arsenal. I think we lost and drew. Not quite sure, but he did emphasize on the fact of the fans not being present on that game. I think what he said is quite true. Fans do play a huge role. Fans can dictate a manage, like I said. Now, if you look into a match, if you are present at a match, if you are a Sri Lankan, which is very unlikely to happen, but if you just for example, just take the fact that you are at the stadium, or just take the fans in common. There is a match going on, a midfielder, maybe let's say McTominay is not playing well, he misses his passes, careless mistakes and all that. I think the fans can force that substitution. Fans can demand Solskjaer to take McTominay out and bring someone like Donny van der Beek. As soon as, McTominay starts making those mistakes, fans are going to go, boo, this. Solskjaer does hear them. And he'll be like, okay, the fans are not happy with this. I need to bring in a substitution. He'll be like, Donny, better get ready. And then the fans are like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to be all thrilled. And yes, then he's going to know, all right, they're going to like that. So I'm going to get you in. So yes, fans can dictate a manager. I think fans can force that substitution when there is a bad player. Fans play a big role. All that noise, the chants gives the motivation for the players. It helps the players run that extra mile, run that extra yard, do that extra bit of hard work than the normal capacity. Also on this season, Solskjaer also said about when he was asked about this season, Solskjaer said, it's about a good start. It's about good football. This club is about trophies. You never know in football, but we are confident about our first 2 games. They are tough. And underline that phrase they are tough. I'm not quite sure who we are playing the second game. So let me just have a check on that. Our first game is Leeds United. Let me just have a check on that fixtures. All right, I've got problems loading now. Oh dear. Fixtures. Here we go, Manchester United. So yes, our first game is Southampton. I'm not quite sure if that is a tough game. They have lost their main striker, Danny Ings. He's moved on to Aston Villa, but they've got a good striker. I've heard from the Championship club. If I'm not wrong, he's Sam Armstrong. Uh, not quite sure what his name was. But yes, the Leeds United game is a tough game. We are taking on Marcelo Bielsa's Rabats, I must say, because these guys' physicality, considering their fitness, these guys are great. They just keep running all around the ground all 90 minutes. And Manchester United have had a few worries this season on fitness. Most of our first teamers have not been able to get to training on time because of a few fitness issues. Jadon Sancho was ill at the beginning of preseason and therefore he could not get to training on time. Edinson Cavani is unavailable. Martial's back from injury after about 5 months. He's not fit enough. Rashford's out. A lot of things happening at Manchester United. I'm really excited and eager to see that strong starting 11 we have start on that pitch. That is Rashford, Cavani, and Sancho. Bruno, Pogba, Van der Beek, maybe Matic instead of Van der Beek on that holding midfield. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire. And yes, the signing of the summer for me, Rafael Varane, along with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I'm really eager to see that. Unfortunately, that will take some time since Rashford is also injured and doing that surgery he needs. And another thing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say when he was asked about the preseason is that Ole said, we, that is Manchester United, had a good preseason. Remember, we had a good preseason. Last season, we did not have a good preseason, especially because of COVID. There was a delay, the games were postponed, and we had, I think Manchester United especially were a little stacked up on matches. They had that Europa League final, all that, and right after that they had to get into preseason. They did not have enough preseason friendlies. They did not have any preseason match. We did not have a good preseason. Got on to the next season straight away, but we did manage to get second place. But we did manage to get second place. But remember, last season we had a dodgy start. And that is what I think, yes, did not cost us the title. We were not good enough for that title last season. But I think if we had a good start last season, we could have closed that gap between us and Manchester City, who were the champions. I think we were about on 70 points and they were on about 80 or 90. I'm not quite sure, but we could have closed that gap if we had a good preseason. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say that we had a good preseason this time, and hopefully we get to a good start, a winning start. Remember, the first game is important. What I think is that Alex Ferguson did say, attack wins you matches, defense wins you titles. And I think that first game really plays a huge role on that title winning run, because the first game is where you set the tone for your season, give the fans that feeling, that winning feeling, that positive feeling, that you make that positive impact basically when you win that first match. About the Leeds game, yes, Cavani is not playing tomorrow. A few questions on most signings. Will Manchester United have more signings? Was a question I was asked. It's on the fence for me. It's a 50-50. I think we might have another signing. I'm not quite sure if it will be a midfielder or Kieran Trippier. It's either of those two for me. I did see some sources say that Manchester United's interest in Ruben Neves have cooled down, which is not good signs. I really think Ruben Neves fits in that CDM role. Well, if we don't go for Ruben Neves, we do have a few more options. We have Camavinga. I think Camavinga is more of a box-to-box midfielder. I've heard that he can hold a midfield and handle and play at the CDM role. So maybe yes, Camavinga. I think Wilfred Ndidi at Leicester is a perfect match for us. We've also got Zakaria. Uh, I forgot the team he plays for right now, but he is quite a good player. I did watch him on the Euros. He did a fantastic job at that CDM role. But Manchester United scouts, yeah, we had a few links on Zakaria, if I'm not wrong. And Leicester also must say that Leicester have got a good backup for Ndidi in Sao Mare. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that name. But according to Mark Goldbridge, unfortunately, I did not watch the Leicester versus Manchester City final. But according to Mark Goldbridge, he was superb. They've got Patson Daka, Leicester, and also Sao Mare. He says that those two signings are really good and is a huge plus point for Leicester City. But this is Manchester United we are talking about. Uh, Overall, the Varane situation is actually a mystery. I really don't think isolation has been a problem. His isolation was finished about 2.5 days back, if I'm not wrong. Let me have a look on that. Yes, isolation did finish 2.5 days ago. So I really don't think, because if it did finish on 2.5 days back, what were you doing till now? What was Manchester United doing till now? Why did they not announce that deal? Why didn't they do whatever the needful that was supposed to be done and announce Rafael Varane and get him to play that Manchester Leeds game? He is a really crucial part of this setup, but that first game, Rafael Varane not being there might cost us. Do send me your thoughts on the lineup. Predict your predicted lineup for the Leeds game. I've got a question from Abdul Khalik once again. Do you think Solskjaer has what it takes for UCL triumph? Listen, about Solskjaer, I remember making this video for an interview for the United Stand, which I unfortunately did not get picked for. But yes, Solskjaer, I think, oh my God, about Solskjaer once again. In his managing career, I think you take a ladder. Okay, this is what I did. You take a ladder. When you climb a ladder, you climb that first, second, third, fourth step. What I think Solskjaer did was his first step was Molde. That's where he was managing previously, and then Cardiff. So first step was Molde, Cardiff. His third step is that missing step. He leaped and got onto Manchester United. He thought, I'm a Manchester United legend. I'm going to do great here, and I'm going to come and bring back those glory days without that experience. But I think he leaped a step in that ladder and got to Manchester United. I think he's not experienced enough. Like I said, he is learning. Manchester United are building a good team. You have to trust the process. He is a learning manager while he is managing at Manchester United. What I'm trying to say is that he is learning while he is managing. So yes, uh, do you think Solskjaer has what it takes for UCL triumph? Was his question. Uh, about Solskjaer, once again, let me get about that again. Like I told you, he did leap that step in the ladder. Solskjaer did get Eric Ramsey to the coaching setup. Last season, somewhere we were weak was defending set pieces. We conceded a lot of goals on set pieces. Solskjaer has realized that. He was like, okay, we are weak at defending set pieces. He went, got Eric Ramsey, who most of you United fans believe, football fans out there, if you know Eric Ramsey, believe Manchester United. I think Eric Ramsey, in fact, I'm sorry, Eric Ramsey is one of the best coaches for those set pieces. He is taken to Manchester United, especially as a set piece coach, and also one-on-one training, something like that was mentioned. I can't quite remember what Fabrizio did, what the sources did say on him. He was taken for set piece coaching and one-on-one coaching, I guess. Yes, so Solskjaer is realizing his weak points. He is recruiting coaches to coach on those areas. So yes, we are progressing. That is good progress. So I think yes, Solskjaer Do you think Solskjaer has what it takes? I think yes. It is so. If you for me right now, Solskjaer is not Solskjaer alone, but Solskjaer is Solskjaer with all that coaching stuff behind him. It is Solskjaer, his thinking, and how that coaching staff implements this and puts his thoughts into practice. It is what will take Manchester United to that UCL trophy. I think not just the UCL trophy, but also other trophies throughout this season. But as time goes, if Solskjaer is there, if Solskjaer is still the manager of Manchester United, I think yes, he won't he will need that coaching stuff, but he won't need it as much as he needs it now, because he'll be learning throughout his managing career. He's going to learn as he's managing Manchester United. He's going to learn, and yes, with that experience, I think he can do a good job. Another question by Abdul Khalik is that, are you gonna maintain this red kit throughout? Oh my God, you guys did realize that. I think yes, I will have to maintain this red kit throughout. I'm not quite sure. I choose this kit because this is the only red tee I really have, and which looks quite decent for a live video. And this has also got Kipstar. If you guys don't know who Kipstar is, he is a kid who was on Twitter. I did follow. I think actually, I shouldn't call him a kid. He's probably around about 18 or 19. He's a great lad on Twitter. He was surrounded by a lot of love by the Twitter community. Unfortunately, he passed off as he had a few health issues. A great kid. You can go watch. Even Mark Goldbridge was on Piers live. That's how much this kid caught the hearts of his Twitter community and people around him. So I really like this shirt. Why I say Kipstar is because his username on Twitter was Kipstar, if I'm not wrong, and he does have do go follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and he also has a YouTube channel. His dream was to be a YouTuber, to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. So do go and subscribe to his channel as well. Getting back, I'm sorry. Predicted lineup for the match against Leeds United. I'm gonna go. So this is my predicted lineup. Do send in your thoughts on the lineup as well. And if you do have a predicted lineup for the Leeds game, do send that on the live chat as well. Send in your questions, your opinions, your thoughts, whatever you've got to say related to Manchester United. Of course, do send them. Maybe related to football. I'll try maybe cover up if it is related to Manchester United. Yes, this is a Manchester United channel, so I have to stick to content. My thoughts on the lineup. So yes, obviously it's going to be Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, no Rafael Varane. He's unavailable, which is very unfortunate. I'm very sad about and disappointed about, in fact. So yes, Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That midfield pivot is where I'm on the fence a bit. So what I really want is Matic, Donny van de Beek, and Bruno. But what I predict, hopefully, will be Matic, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes. On the left, it's going to be Martial for me. Martial, no Edinson Cavani. Cavani is unavailable. Mason Greenwood, Jadon Sancho. Let me get back to that midfield. Now my prediction is done. That is my predicted lineup. A few doubts. I've got a few doubts on that midfield. Varane is unavailable. Lindelof is back. And throughout last season, whenever Solskjaer did play Lindelof and Maguire at the defense, he went with two holding midfielders, McTominay and Fred. So I'm a bit worried if Solskjaer would do that again this season, since Lindelof is starting the first game for us. I'm not quite sure if he should do that. McTominay only came towards the end at that Everton match, preseason friendly, that too as a centre back and not as a midfielder. Fred's a good player for me. I think he is a good player, but he's just not up to the standards to become a Manchester United player. Excuse me. Moving on. That's a predicted lineup. And yes, that is the predicted lineup for me. Do send in your thoughts on that lineup. Do send in your prediction as well. Miraj Miskin says, find him. In fact, fund him. I don't know if he really means fund or find, but what he's typed out there is fund him a Man United jersey. Yes, please do. All you fans out there, get together. This is the United Forum, the United fan base. Help out a Manchester United fan. Fund me a Manchester United jersey. Please, please, please. I would really like it. And yes, if you are doing it, get me a home kit. The red one, not the blue or the blue and white one. We are nearing the end of the show. We are currently at 86 subscribers. Looking forward to get to 100 by the end of this month. So do subscribe, like, and share this video all around Manchester United fans, around your family, your colleagues, your friends. Do share this video. Tell them to subscribe. I'm looking forward to get to 100 subscribers. By the end of this month, and get me 50 likes for this video. Help a Manchester United boy out. This is happening for the first time in Sri Lanka, Manchester United fan base. So do share this video. And also, I want to emphasize on the fact that I was requested to do a show on Lionel Messi, or Lionel Messi, however you pronounce it, but let me just stick to Lionel Messi at the moment. I was requested to do a show on Lionel Messi's transfer to PSG, on my thoughts on that, what I think and all that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that, and my sincere apologies to you who requested for it. I did not do it. I really would like to do that, but I did not do it because this is the United Forum. This is a Manchester United fan base, and doing so will be me getting out of content. It won't be sticking out to content for me. So if you do have any requests based on Manchester United, anything related to Manchester United, reach out. I love the fact that you guys reached out and did request for that episode, but unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. So my sincere apologies again. So do send in. Do reach out, send in anything related to Manchester United, and I will surely cover that up for you. And another question by Abdul Khalik: who's better, Maguire or Varane in your opinion? Obviously, Rafael Varane. Look at I know they're off somewhere around the close. Considering age, they're not far off. It's about 2 years, I think. Maguire is elder by 2 years, so Varane's elder. Let me just check that. Anyway, I'll check that. That does not matter really. But if you really take it, Varane's got plenty of experience. He's played for played one of the most biggest clubs in the world, one of the most decorated clubs in the world, of Real Madrid. He's won about 4 UCLs, if I'm not wrong. He's won a World Cup. He's got that winning mentality in him. He's got that experience of winning trophies. He's tasted how it tasted winning trophies to himself. He's got that taste of winning trophies, winning silverware. So yes, he's hungry. He's always, wants those trophies, wants to win matches. Whereas I think Harry Maguire is very experienced. He is a world-class midfielder, just has a wrong partner next to him at Manchester United, which really does not show that. But if you did watch him play for Leicester last few seasons back, he was one of the best defenders at the Premier League at that time. He is a good defender for England. He's got good experience. I think they've almost got equal experience, but that bit of winning trophies for Varane makes him a more exceptional centre back, in my opinion. That is my opinion. I really don't know what you guys out think. So do send that on the live forum so I could educate myself as well and discuss things if it is possible. We'll do your next birthday maybe. Yes, thank you. I'll maybe try to send in my birthday date on the comment section. Yes, like I said, to all the before YouTube decides to play games with me, to all the FPL fans out there, Fantasy Premier League fans out there, we've got a league. We actually did open up a league, so if you are interested to join, the links in the description. Go hit that link and join in on our Fantasy Premier League. okay, let me say FPL League, because that sounds a little not right. So do join in our FPL league. We've got a lot of competition. I myself is in that league. I've got a few friends of mine. Do share the link. It does not have to be shared just around Manchester United fans. Do share it to whoever you know that does play fantasy Premier League and get us. Do join in with us. Like I said, we are at 86 subscribers. Do subscribe onto our channel, share this video, give this video like, get me 50 likes. Looking forward to get to 100 likes once again. This was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pre-match press conference. Manchester United will be taking on Leeds United on Saturday, in fact, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, if I'm not wrong. Let me just confirm that, double check that. Yes, it is at 5 o'clock. I think kickoff starts at 4:55, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, PL says 5, so let's stick to 5 at 5 o'clock. So I will, oh yes, on Sunday, about Sunday, I won't be covering up any transfers. I might, but the show will be more focused on post-match reaction. That is the match reaction on Saturday's game against Leeds United, and won't be a Transfer Daily show. So that is that. Like I said, once again, I'm reminding you guys once again, subscribe onto our channel, give this video like, get me to 50 likes. It's at a 6 currently, just not quite nice. So do get me 50 likes, get me to 100 subscribers, share this video around, and until I see you next Sunday at 10 p.m., have a blessed week and a good night. This is the United Forum.